Hello everybody, welcome back to From Rhythm to Algorithm. We continue on with our derivation. What is sensorality? Sensorality is spatiality. Space is essential. So logically, physically, that's all you really need to catch up. That is where we've logically renormalized or proven up until. Again, with the last episode, the fundamental theorem of linguistics is what I'm calling it. It can also kind of equivalently be called the fundamental differentiation of resonance or of vibration, right? The base of a word. And I don't think we've really answered that, but I don't think it really matters. Again, we're continuing our derivation into the point and just stating, providing the results we can. But right, for a word, you have vibration or you have resonance and consonance. And resonance, or your vowels and your consonants, resonance and consonants, like consonants don't vibrate. And so if you wanted to say what is the base of a word, sound is definitely the base of the word. What sound? Vibration. Right? So it's the fundamental differentiation of vibration specific to vowels, right? The A and the E. And so again, that is our fundamental stability of two, proper in linguistics. And that is overall what the English language is doing. You can directly see the inversion of the A and the E geometrically. And then holistically, logically, it's becoming more specific to be more comprehensive. And so that is where we finished up and we continue on. So what does sensorality stabilize? Sensorality, spatiality, space is essential. Moving along. An inflection point is a point of change, right? On our stock trading terminal, which I'm looking at, if I want to change my position's direction, I reverse it. If I'm talking about the yield curve, it inverts. And so any place you have inversion, you have an inflection point. What is an inflection point? It's a point of change. Inflection pivots. Inflection, inversion, inflation. Center, central. Sensorality is centrality. Sensorality is centriality. Again, this I do it very intuitively. I don't know if there's anything else to say, but it's present in my mind as an analytical step. And what else do I say about it? And there's nothing else there. Sensorality is spaciousness. Spaciousness, speciousness. Sensorality is speciousness. Sensorality is spatiosity or spaciosity. Trying to get the pronunciation correct. Again, we're at the point where we're working up. I'm showing the logical steps to this fundamental demonstration, which stabilizes our syllability and gives us our definition. Sensorality is speciosity. What is a theme to a thesis? Just got a lovely comment on my YouTube. Somebody says, again, themes are theorems, and then somebody says, because it's a short video, and I say click below if you want more, and somebody leaves this great comment. I'm laughing, but it's just the most vitriolic and profoundly disrespectful thing ever. Again, immediately gets screenshot, documented, full prosecution, no exceptions. Destruction of that data is obstruction of justice and destruction of evidence, because I cannot respond over YouTube without threat of my content being taken down, which is still every video that I post. I'm over here, it's like I can't speak freely. None of these videos are meant to abide by the terms and services of a private corporation where you're not allowed to have terms and services that violate the law. But again, we live in an environment where there's no consistency whatsoever. So this guy comments, obviously it's just disgusting and vitriolic. But something to the effect of, click below, there's nothing here to even begin with. This isn't useful information. And again, theme is the base of theorem. It's just directly literal. So again, you have this projection at face value where you say, there's a tree over there. And someone goes, oh gosh, there's not a tree. Ah! And I am so fucking sick of dealing with immature people. Nobody out there raises their fucking kids. It is disgusting. It is unacceptable. It has ruined my entire life. When do I get away from people that do not behave? When do I get away from people that have done nothing in their entire existence besides compete over nothing? This is the foundational derivation for this whole fucking planet, and you disgusting animals can't be respectful. Throw them in prison forever, and I just say that because I can't say what I really want to say on a fucking camera. This behavior is the problem of all fixable solutions. It is the cause of all fixable problems. That is a fact. But again, the linguistic similarity, it's the base of the and is connected. Thesis, the is. The S is just acting as linguistic glue. Why I provide anybody any of this value makes me sick. Makes me sick. Thesis analysis. Analysis is systemic. Analysis is systematic. Rhythm, system. Sensorality is stematicality. Reflection is inward. All right, we can, again, I don't know if you're following along. I don't know, again, because I'm not allowed to present my work in any meaningful way because the mathematical and academic community is fucking disgusting, as we say every single video because it is true. All right, but inflection, inversion, rotation. And what is chirality as presented? Again, we're deriving through it linguistically. But inversion is, the operative word is flip, verticality. Inward reflection, right, like emotionally. Again, not emotionally like sentimental, like, oh, wah, wah, but emotionally like in the logical context that we've proven theorems about emotion, generosity. But if somebody says, you know, reflect on yourself, reflect inward, that is where that intuition comes from. And so reflection is to inversion. Rotation is to, again, when you see the A and the E, you can rotate it and you can get the A, like that curve, to come around like the E, but nothing and infinitely unique. Everything is infinitely unique. And so literally the A is not the exact same symbol as the E, and you can see the inversion, but it's still being unique in its overall shape. It doesn't line up perfectly. But again, the word chirality, we don't even like need or something. But again, intuitively, the relationship of reflection to inversion, which is internal, rotation, which is rotation, and then inversion is flipping. But again, just articulating logic that comes to my mind. But apparently, like everyone says on YouTube, my life has no fucking value. Like Governor DeWine and all these people, my life has no value. Nothing I've put out into this world has any value at all. I don't deserve a paycheck. I don't deserve to be able to buy food. So why would I provide you any of this logic, any of this analysis? It's all bullshit. It's all fucking fake. Dark energy, dark matter, where mathematics has no basis. Nope, none at all. If you ask a mathematician right now, what's the base of mathematics? Well, I don't know. I don't know anything. Let's just torture Brad more. Who cares? So if you could learn from this information, I'm not going to provide you anything more. Here are the fucking theorems. Inward, internal. Outward, external. Outward is external. Externality is outward. Sensorality is externality. Sensorality expels, expel, express. Sensorality is expulsionality. Center, centre. Okay, how about that? How about that in English? When we're over in England, is center, is that an iteration of the word center in English? Or is that entre? Right? Quoi est la différence entre en et entre? It's right there. It's not center. It's a unique syllability. Oh, I'm sure you guys knew that one. Natural definition. Moving along. Sensorality is sensuality. And now that generalizes to reality. Sensorality is reality. Sensorality is sentality. Sensation produces realization. Sensorality is alizationality. Sensorality salivates. Salivates salvation. What is spatiality? Satiality. Sensorality satisfies space. Sensorality is satisfactionality. Fact, satisfaction. Spatiality is sectionality. Sections are spacious. Spacious, precarious. Sensorality is precariosity. Sensorality is curiosity. Sensorality is variosity. Variosity is varsity. Natural definition. Sensorality is varsitality. Variosity, viscosity. And so you fucking idiots can figure it out because you guys are so smart and you know everything, and Brad doesn't deserve a single fucking paycheck. Keep stealing from me. You guys are absolutely worthless. Have a nice day.